Hi YouTubers out there, this is Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you with a review. But it's not a review of the Marlin 795 or Marlin Model 60. We all know how good these firearms are. They're very accurate, very good value, reasonably priced, and very satisfactory. One of the problems with the Marlin 795 or Marlin Model 60 is that when we mount scope sights, they tend to creep. The mounts tend to creep as we're shooting, so that after 50 rounds or 100 rounds, the mount's actually starting to slide back. And the problem is these mounts right here. These are the common mounts that we use to mount scopes on tip-off rails that are on these guns. And so here we have a very accurate rifle, but the scope mount keeps creeping on us as we're shooting, and we're getting shift of 0, and it's very frustrating. Well, here's the solution. It's the RWS lockdown mount for 1-inch scopes. This mount is available from Midway, USA. So Larry Potterfield, one of the heroes of modern shooting, carries this mount. It's like $34.95 or something of that nature. And they're advertised that if you put this scope mount on your rifle, it will not move. Now this mount is actually made for air rifles, but it also fits the tip-off mounts, the tip-off rails that 795s and Model 60s have. So let's take a closer look at this mount. It has a long retention bar that grabs onto the left side of the rail, and it has 4 big Allen screws that go through. Now RWS gives you all the Allen screws you need to mount this scope mount. But what you don't see is that there are actually 2 set screws that are vertically in the mount that you tighten down, and these will also add further retention to the mount. So when you tighten those down, and these are tightened here, you could hit this mount with a mallet and it's not going to move. Now when you mount the upper rings, be sure to keep this space here even on both sides, so as you're tightening it down, you're tightening it evenly so you maintain the same space on both sides. That way you have good even pressure on your scope. Now this was taken to the range today and zeroed in. It took 4 shots to get the rifle zeroed. And it's zeroed at 50 yards. It's very accurate. The rifle is. It comes. The accuracy comes out. And the good news is we fired 350 rounds, and it did not move at all. So if you're having problems with the movement of your scope mount on your Model 795 or Model 60, or for that matter any tip-off 22 mount, this is the answer. Now there's one problem, is it's kind of a high mount, so if you're gonna mount a bigger bell scope, it's fine, but if you're mounting a smaller scope, unfortunately you're stuck with this higher mount. But with the 22, you do a kind of a edge of your jaw mount on the stock, and it still works very well. So give this a try. By the way, the rifle is not loaded. So in case you're wondering, we checked it beforehand, but it's not worthy of wasting your time. I know all of you out there in YouTube land do check your rifles and pistols to see if they're loaded before you handle them. Bye for now.